and easily won the event in his imported American Firestone car.
Last night's loss by the Newcastle Falcons has cost them dearly. They now drop from 4th to 9th on the competition ladder and have recorded 4 straight losses at home.
The Falcons couldn't put a foot wrong in the first quarter, the umpire even going Grant Kruger's way on a charge foul. Everett Stevens was playing on adrenaline, giving the impression slam dunk is his middle name. With 1 second to go before half-time, he pulled off the shot of the night from just inside halfway. After the break, he picked up where he'd left off. Shortly after, Kruger injured his shoulder in a scuffle for the ball and didn't end up playing any further part in the game. Andre Moore made sure the Falcons didn't even think of making a comeback. The Newcastle loss now puts extra pressure on themselves in the lead-up to the playoffs.
And in the preliminary game last night, Hunter Nova's ladies team defeated the Illawarra Hawks in extra time. Thousands of runners braved a very chilly morning wind today for the annual Newcastle Herald Fun Run.
One of the biggest fields in recent years faced the starter's gun. Less than a kilometre into the race and the lead pack broke away. Newcastle newcomer Ian Leach opened up a gap through King Edward Park and never looked headed. He completed the 10 kilometres in 31 minutes, beating Jason Maxwell to the line and a further 6 minutes ahead of the first woman home, Annette Quirk. While many of the leaders were finishing, plenty of the backmarkers were still making their way up through the park. At Charlestown, the final round of the State Netball League today. It may have been towards the end of the competition, but every game was just as intense as when it first started. The final points table shows a big difference between first and last. The top 4 will go through to the finals to be played in August at Lakeside.
In local leagues, some big scores this afternoon, an upset in the Lakes Souths result. Early in the first half, captain Steve Crow was sent off for an alleged high tackle. In State League Soccer, Blacktown scored in the closing minutes to win 1-0 over the Rosebuds. And in the NBN Soccer League, only one clear-cut result, the wet weather playing havoc with the rest of the games. Well, that's our Sunday in sport. Back to Jodi for the weather.
Thank you, Dash. A cold, rainy Sunday, and that rain has been reported over much of the state. It will clear from the inland and tend to a few showers tomorrow. At home today, the city a top of 18 degrees, the valley reached 20. The rain should clear tomorrow in the Hunter, the winds turning westerly. Tuesday and Wednesday will be fine and cool. The city 10 degrees overnight, 18 tomorrow. The valley a cold 6 degrees tonight and 17 tomorrow. On the water, the sea's rising to 2 metres and the swell about 1 metre. And the high tide is at 9 minutes past 1, the low at 7:25. Coming up in our news, opening night at Phantom of the Opera.
This week only, HCF is offering something you can't get from any other major health fund. Instant cover. Even on benefits usually wait 6 months for. Naturally, for instant cover, there are some conditions. Remember, only available from one health fund, and only this week. So join now and find out why nobody's treated better than an HCF member.
Now, for the first time, there's an Australian car with contemporary European styling. An Australian car with better performance and better fuel economy than ever before. With a smoother, quieter ride and safer handling offered by the availability of independent rear suspension and anti-lock braking. And with an unprecedented number of safety features, including the life-saving technology of the first airbag ever offered in an Australian family car. Introducing the all-new Holden Commodore, an Australian car like you've never experienced before. The all-new Holden Commodore, moving further ahead.
Unlike most forms of cow's milk, Sanitarium So Good contains absolutely no animal fat and absolutely no cholesterol. So Good is also free of lactose and free of the things which can cause dairy intolerance and allergies. But Sanitarium So Good is packed with calcium, contains nearly twice the bodybuilding protein of most other soy drinks, and has a great creamy taste. So good, it tastes so good and is so good for you. From Sanitarium. a better life through better nutrition.
Are you confused about which home loan will save you real money? Well, don't be. At Advance Bank, we'll cut through the confusion, show you all our money-saving options, and set them out for you in this free advance loan plan, so you can decide which one's best for you. If you're confused about which home loan will save you real money, don't be. Come and see us.
A bank with real home loan savings. Now that's an Advance Bank.
Wayne and Donna Gardner, the Monte Carlo High Life is over.
It's a big poser's paradise.
Now the bike champ wants to race Formula One.
Yes.
Also the doctor and the boy from the Amazon, the medical miracle that changed both their lives. Tonight on 60 Minutes.
Federal opposition leader John Hewson has accused Prime Minister Keating of fraud and deceit over proposed tax cuts. Dr Hewson says voters can no longer trust in any commitment or undertaking given by the Prime Minister. The Phantom of the Opera began haunting the Sydney stage last night. The official opening of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical was one of the biggest social events of the year.
A Phantom of the Opera premiere calls for a grand entrance, and the people of Sydney were going to extraordinary lengths to ensure they didn't miss out.
Yes, we've got tickets. Won't they let us in if we don't have tickets?
Every celebrity and their agent were there for the stage event of the decade, but there was only one true star in the Theatre Royal last night.
Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind.
It was a full house, the first of many to come. The audience gave it a collective thumbs up.
Thank you very much.
Afterwards, it was time to remove the mask and let the hair down. Stars Rob Guest and Marina Pryor enjoying a well-deserved party at the Town Hall.
And I can't wait to see it.
The start of many, many bus trips down there, I think.
Well, that's our news for this Sunday, July 25th. Have a great week. Good night.
Good night.